Your soil might look rich, dark, and full of promise, yet underneath that surface it can be completely exhausted. Here's the uncomfortable truth most gardeners never hear. Soil does not come alive just because compost was added. Life in the soil switches on only when microbes get fast energy they can actually use. Miss that step, and you wait months wondering why plants barely respond. What you're about to learn is a simple chickpea flower technique that flips inactive soil into a thriving biological system in a matter of days, not seasons, and once you understand why it works, you'll never look at soil fertility the same way again. At Crop Corner, we talk a lot about feeding the soil instead of feeding the plant, but this goes deeper than most people realize. Plants don't directly eat compost, manure, or organic matter. They rely on a microscopic workforce made up of bacteria and fungi that break those materials down into usable nutrients. Nitrogen, phosphorus, potassium, and trace minerals only become available when microbes unlock them. The problem is that in many gardens, especially compacted or tired soil, microbes are starving. Organic matter breaks down slowly, oxygen movement is limited, and microbial populations stay low and sluggish. This creates a biological bottleneck where nutrients exist but plants can't access them. That's why compost alone often gives slow or disappointing results. The missing piece is not more compost, it's a fast, biologically compatible food source that microbes can digest immediately and turn into action. Chickpea flour isn't magic, but its chemistry makes it unusually powerful for soil biology. It contains simple carbohydrates, plant-based proteins, and amino acids in a balance that soil microbes recognize instantly. Unlike woody carbon sources or partially decomposed organic matter, chickpea flour does not need a long breakdown phase. Microbes can metabolize it almost right away. When this happens, microbial reproduction accelerates rapidly, enzyme activity spikes, nutrient cycling kicks into gear, soil that has been biologically quiet for months or even years suddenly wakes up. This is why gardeners often see visible changes in plant growth within a single week instead of waiting an entire growing season. Microbial growth depends on three things working together: moisture, oxygen, and available food. Chickpea flour delivers food in a form that dissolves quickly in water and spreads evenly through soil pores. Once applied, bacteria respond first, often multiplying within 24 to 72 hours. As bacterial populations expand, fungi follow close behind, feeding on bacterial byproducts and forming networks around plant roots. This cascade effect is what turns ordinary soil into a biologically active root zone. Nutrients begin cycling faster. Roots encounter a living environment instead of inert dirt. The entire soil food web starts pulling in the same direction. For general garden activation, honestly, the most reliable and safest ratio is 1 teaspoon of chickpea flour per 1 gallon of water. This concentration feeds microbes aggressively without overwhelming the soil ecosystem. Always use clean, non-chlorinated water if possible, since chlorine can suppress microbial activity. Stir the chickpea flour thoroughly into the water until it is fully suspended. Then, let the mixture sit for about 30 minutes. This short rest allows microbial enzymes already present in dust and residues on the flour to begin activating before the solution hits the soil. For a garden bed measuring roughly 10 square meters, mix 4 gallons of water with 4 tablespoons of chickpea flour. Apply the solution evenly to soil that is already moist, never bone dry. If the soil is dry, water it first. Microbes cannot function without moisture, and applying food to dry soil wastes the entire process. Slowly drench the bed so the solution penetrates the top 10 to 15 centimeters of soil. That is where microbial activity is highest and where most feeder roots operate. During active growing periods, apply this treatment once every 2 weeks for best results. For a larger plot around 100 square meters, mix 10 gallons of water with 10 tablespoons of chickpea flour. Apply using a watering can or a sprayer without fine filters. Fine filters tend to clog and prevent flour particles from passing through freely. Walk slowly and aim for even distribution across the soil surface. Timing matters more than most people think. Avoid applying during extreme heat, as high temperatures can stress microbes before they establish. Early morning or late afternoon gives the best results and honestly helps protect microbial populations as they activate. Within the first few days, microbial respiration increases dramatically. In simple terms, microbes get busy, they consume food and release nutrients in plant-available forms. Nitrogen becomes more stable yet accessible. Phosphorus shifts into more soluble forms, trace minerals unlock from soil particles, root zones become biologically active hotspots, roots branch more aggressively and absorb nutrients more efficiently. So, plants respond with a deeper color, faster growth, and, improved resilience to heat, drought, and even transplant stress. These are not just cosmetic changes, they actually reflect real improvements in soil function. Over-application is, honestly, the most common error I see. More flour does not mean more microbes. In fact, too much food can actually deplete oxygen temporarily, especially in heavy soils. This can really stress both microbes and roots. So, it's important to stick strictly to the recommended ratios. Another mistake is applying chickpea flour to sterile or chemically damaged soil without moisture. Chickpea flour feeds existing life. It does not create life from nothing. Always ensure soil is slightly damp and reasonably aerated before application. Compost, manure, and mulches are long-term soil builders. They improve structure, increase organic matter, and support microbial diversity over time. Chickpea flour does not replace these inputs. It acts as a microbial ignition key. By jump-starting microbial activity, chickpea flour accelerates the breakdown of organic matter already present in the soil. Think of it as a catalyst that bridges the gap between adding organic inputs and seeing real biological results. Used correctly, it speeds up the entire system, without compromising long-term soil health. This method works best at the beginning of the growing season, right after transplanting, or whenever soil has been disturbed. It is also highly effective after heavy rains that leach nutrients or after drought periods that suppress microbial life. Avoid using it during dormant seasons when soil temperatures are too low for microbial growth. Biology needs warmth to function, and cold soil will simply delay results. When applied correctly, repeated use increases microbial diversity rather than creating reliance. As populations stabilize, soil structure improves, aggregates form, water retention increases, and nutrient cycling becomes more efficient and self-sustaining. Over time, you'll notice you need fewer inputs overall. The soil ecosystem becomes better at feeding plants naturally, which is the ultimate goal of any regenerative garden system. This chickpea flour technique succeeds because it aligns with biology. It feeds the soil food web at its foundation, where true fertility begins. It is not trendy, not flashy, and not complicated. It simply gives microbes what they need when they need it. If you want faster results without sacrificing long-term soil health, this method deserves a permanent place in your gardening toolkit. If this guide helped you see soil differently and gave you something you can actually use, make sure to subscribe to Crop Corner for more practical, no-nonsense gardening strategies that deliver real results. Share this with a fellow gardener who's tired of waiting months for progress and wants living soil now.